Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to be setting our website title, creating a website logo, and then creating a tagline. Now, first things first, I'm going to show you what it is, explain why it's so important, and then we're going to go ahead and do it. So starting off, we're going to go to our domain name and click on Visit Site. Then we're going to go up here where it says Customize. Click there. Then we're going to go down to where it says Header. Click there. And then Site Identity. Okay, so we already have our site title set, and they set it well. It's right up here and it says Blue Light Defenders. Now, the site title is important for a variety of reasons. First of all, the site title helps Google understand what your name is and what you're all about. That is why we're looking for a descriptive name of our website to what we're selling and to what we're all about, what our brand actually is. Now, the next thing we're going to want to do before we create a logo, we're going to want to create a tagline. So why is it important with a title, and why is it important with a tagline, and why is it important with a logo? Well, first things first, while you don't need to have a logo that is a unique design with your title name in it, it's really preferable to have a business logo. And the reason is it allows you to be consistent across multiple platforms. So if you have one logo that is you, that is your brand, that is how people recognize you, your products, your mission, and your values. So whether they're on your website, or they're getting an email from you, or they see you on Facebook, or they see you on YouTube, or whatever it is, you want to make sure that they instantly know, hey, that's you, that's Blue Light Defenders, or that's, whatever your domain name is. They want to recognize who you are by your logo. And that comes with using certain fonts, certain colors, a certain design, etc. And I'm going to show you how to create all of that. If you only use a site title, then it's just a piece of text, and this isn't very unique. So across multiple platforms, that is in your emails, that is on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc., this isn't really going to stick out, and this isn't going to help you get brand recognition. And the brand recognition is very important to get customers recognize you, really like you, and become loyal customers to you over time. A tagline is a catchy phrase. Now think of Nike that has a tagline, just do it. Or McDonald's who says, I'm loving it. The tagline is all about expressing your brand, that is your business's mission and values. So for example, our mission here is to protect gamers from blue light, to improve their gaming and to improve their night of sleep and improve their enjoyment. That is our mission. We want to summarize that in a short, catchy phrase, in a short tagline. And since I'm not the most creative person in the world, and if you're suffering from the same thing, or even if you're not, we are gonna get some amazing help from our friend ChatGPT. So go ahead and go to the guidebook. I hope you have downloaded by now. Go down to the index where you see the contents. Go down to where it says website building, and then click on website title and logo. So what we're gonna do is, as always, check the top just below the title here. One prompt used, find a tagline. So it is, act as a digital marketing expert, give me 10 taglines to use on my website called, right in the website, selling the product you're selling for and the niche you're in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this, jump into our friend ChatGPT's chat in here. I'm gonna paste it in. Now I'm just gonna set this up. So act as a marketing expert on my website called, and I'm gonna write in bluelightdefenders.com, and then selling product, blue light blocking glasses for, remember our niche, gamers. And then I'm gonna hit enter. Okay, so we have 10 different recommendations here. And what I'm looking for is one that's gonna express the values of our brand. That is what we're actually trying to accomplish with our product and for the niche. And I've already read these through, and the one I really like is empower your eyes, enhance your game. I think that sounds absolutely amazing, and it's catchy, and it perfectly describes what we're trying to accomplish here with our product. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one and copy it. This is the one I'm gonna use. Now, if you're not finding ones you like, all you need to do is go to the chat and say, give me 10 more. And then you can get 10 more and 10 more until you find one that you like. So don't settle, find one that you really do like. So going back to our tagline, I'm just gonna paste it in here. Now you can see the tagline is just below down here. That's not important. Now, even if you decide not to use your tagline in your logo or anywhere else, at least the search engines will get a better idea of what you're all about. So I strongly recommend the that you create a tagline and add it in, make it catchy. Think of the old classics, Nike, Just Do It, McDonald's, I'm loving it. Make sure it describes what you're all about and what you're trying to accomplish. Fantastic. So now it's time to create a logo. And remember, we want to be unique. We want to be recognized across different platforms. We want the brand recognition. People know it's us, and we get that loyalty, and we get those loyal long-term customers. So what we're going to do is head back to the guidebook, and then we're still going to be at website title and logo, and we're going to go down to the almost at the bottom of the page where it says, here's how to generate a logo yourself. Go to, and then you're going to see shopify.com/tools/logo maker. All you're going to do is just click here. And if you're not in the guidebook, you can also go to the resources, but we're going to click here, and then we're going to click on get started. Now we get to choose our business space, which is basically what sort of design are we looking for. Now we're in gaming, so I'm going to look around and see if I'm finding any game. I'm not finding any game. I'm finding games, but this isn't for the classical types of games. This is more closer to tech. I want to have the futuristic feel of the niche and what it is that we're selling. So you don't need to be spot on. It's more what type of style and design you want. So I'm going to go with tech here. Click on next, and then we get to choose our visual style. Again, there is no right or wrong answers in here because of what we're in. I like to keep it futuristic. It's blue light blocking glasses. That's very futuristic. It's for gamers. Again, they're always ahead of the curve in a sense with, you know, the latest tech, the latest gaming, the latest requirements for their computers, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and click on futuristic, and that's it. And then I'm going to click on next. Business name is Blue Light Defenders. And remember the slogan, that is our tagline. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to copy this tagline, go back, and I'm going to paste it in, and then click on next. And just like that, we get a bunch of different logos made for us completely free. It's mind-blowing how amazing this tool is. So now what I want you to do is pause this lecture and take your time and scroll through the different logos and start finding one you like. This is about you and what you prefer and what's going to convey your design and your brand and style the best. So I'm going to start scrolling through here a little bit and see if there's something I like. A strong recommendation for you, don't use something like this because this is not gonna make your logo visible. This text is gonna be super small because if you look at your website, it's gonna be put up here. So if you have a big circle with a little text in it, it's hardly gonna be visible. I strongly recommend that you choose a logo that's gonna be longer rather than tall. So focus on length over height in this case in order to have it as visible as possible. So I found my logo, and the one I'm gonna use is this one. Now I like it because it's quite long, so it's gonna save a lot on the real estate on our menu, and also it's very nicely symbolic because it's called Blue Light Defenders. And these ones, if we choose the color blue, we can almost make it symbolic that those are the blue rays that we're going to be defending against. So I'm really liking the minimalism and the symbolism in this one. So I'm gonna click on edit logo, and the first thing we can do is we can change the name. Now of course we want to use our domain name here. That's going to be important. Now, some are going to have a slogan and others aren't. And like we said before, it's absolutely not important. I'm going to go to the font and check those out first and foremost. I like a thicker font. The one we have right now is quite nice. I'm just going to check them through. This one I really like. So I'm going to choose that font. I'm going to go with the colors. And right now it's already, for some reason, by default, it changed to a blue one. Maybe it's listening to me. So I'm really liking this one. But just to show you what the options are, I could be clicking around like this. I could be getting different colors. But what I really like is this one. This has a darker color on the text. It has the blue light around and the purple light, which is also very symbolic for the purple UV light. So I think these are some really nice colors, to be honest. So I'm gonna stick with this one. And remember, you make the design the way you want it to. Just make sure that it's gonna make sense for your product and for your niche. So I'm gonna click on next, and then I'm gonna click on download. Now it's gonna ask for your email, and the reason they do this for free is because they want to get your email. It's their marketing strategy, but we get it for free, so it's really a very fair trade. So I'm just gonna enter in my email and a password to get an account, and then they're gonna send all of these nice logos to my email. And then when you get the email, we're gonna click on download Hatch Full Export. You're gonna get it like a zip file like this. We're just gonna unzip it. I'm gonna delete the zip file. And here's all of our wonderful logos. Now, it's just one logo, but for different purposes. So we have it for Facebook profile, we have a Facebook cover, we have it for LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, a lot of different variations of our logo. Now, what we're looking for though are one specifically. It's the favicon, and we're gonna talk more about that in just a little bit. And it's also the transparent logo. Now, the transparent logo is going to be very important. It's not visible because it's a dark background here, but the transparent logo is going to be super important because it allows you to change and use any color that you want on your menu, and there's not going to be any weird square on the logo itself. So let me show you what it looks like if we upload it right now. We go back and then we go down to where it says upload your logo and select image, select files. And then we're going to go for the logo underline transparent, open, and then choose image. And there we go. There it is. Now we can change the logo height like this in order to change the size. But as you can see, there is an issue in here, right? So for some reason, when we have it at a normal size like this, the logo is super small and the menu bar is getting really big. If you want a bigger logo, the menu is getting huge. This is one of the problems that comes with using the Shopify logo maker. Don't worry, we have a solution. We're gonna take care of it. But this is also part of why I recommended that you take a long one rather than a tall one, because that's gonna help additionally. So what we're gonna do is head back to the guidebook, and in here there's gonna be another link, and it's this one. It says www.6.lunapic.com/editor. Click on it, and then from here we're gonna go to edit and go down to where it says crop image. And then we're gonna choose our file, even though this is a very cool image. Select the transparent logo, click on open. And as you can see, all of this around here is just dead real estate. And that is why our menu is getting so big. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on crop up here. And then I'm just going to make this smaller down here. Make it a little bit wider so everything is included. Same thing there. Go up a little bit more, just like this. And as you can probably already imagine, this is gonna save a lot of real estate on our menu. There we go. And then I'm gonna click on crop image. Looks amazing to me. I'm gonna click on download now. And here we have it. So I'm just gonna head back to our website, move down to where it says change image, and remember the size is currently at, let's put it at 100. Remember how small this one is right now. I'm gonna click on change image, upload files, select files. I'm gonna upload it, choose image, and check that out. Now talk about a difference, right? That is huge. So I'm absolutely loving that on every level. So now when we have it at 100, say like this, notice how much real estate we're saving in here. Now we might opt to make it a little bit smaller just to save on the logo. So let's say we wanna make it at, I'm gonna say 85. 85 is looking good. So you don't want a too big menu bar. A too big menu bar is just going to be in the way for people scrolling, whether it's on their mobile or on their desktop. So I think 85, anywhere around 70 to 100 will do just fine. But make sure you crop it properly to save some real estate on the menu. And finally, what we're going to do is add our favicon. And our favicon is basically a small icon that displays our brand logo. So for example, if you look up here, this is the favicon of Lunapic, the site we just used. This is the favicon of Shopify. This is the favicon of ChatGPT, or OpenAI's favicon rather. Now, for a lot of you, depending on the logo you've chosen, all you're gonna need to do is go ahead and go down to select site icon, upload files, select files, and then select your favicon. Now, the problem with this favicon, if you see here, is that it's really long, it's gonna be really small, really ugly, it's gonna be super tiny, just like this. So all people are gonna see is just basically white in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the favicon ourselves. Not all of you are gonna have to do this. So I'm gonna click on delete permanently. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is go back to Lunapic where we have our crop logo. I'm gonna click on crop another area, and then I'm gonna click on crop. And again, I'm just gonna choose where I want to crop. I'm gonna want to use this one as our favicon. So I'm gonna make it longer so it's all included. I'm gonna make it less long so it's just before the B. I can also zoom in just like this for my own eyes, a little bit easier to see. And I want to save the real estate that I can here. Same here. Okay, so that's gonna be included and not the B. And I want to go on the top, just like this. And this is looking good to me. And then I'm gonna click on crop image and then download now. And here we have it. I mean, perfect. So I think this is such a cool design. So let's upload it and check it out. Gonna go down to select site icon, upload files, select our favicon. There it is. Select. Seems like it's gonna cut a little at the top and the bottom. It really doesn't matter because as you can see, this is gonna fit just neatly anyway. So that little top just up there, and this one is gonna be even smaller in real life if you look at the favicon right up here. So this is gonna look amazing. No need to use any form of perfect perfectionism on this crop image. And there we go. Now, if you have a look right up here, we can see our favicon instantly appearing. And this is looking pretty darn professional and cool if you ask me. We did a good job. High five. So next up, there are some additional things you can edit, but these are mostly going to be if you haven't added in a logo and just use the text, such as the description font size, which is going to be the tagline, the site color. We don't need to play with any of this. Only thing that's important right now is we go up and we click on publish. And that's it. Amazingly well done. Now in the next lecture, we are going to start adding in our pages because as you can see, we've created our logo. It's looking really cool, but there's no pages going on in here. So there's a lot of things we still need to do, but thanks to ChatGPT, super quick, super easy. See you in the next lecture.